What time is it? It feels like it's time for this all to be over. But it's not. It's time for things to return to what they were. But that's not going to happen. So what time is it? Certainly when we watch the news, it feels like it's a time for war. But is it a time for peace? To everything, there is a time. Sometimes we know and understand and can live into that time so easily. A time to celebrate somebody's birthday or something new that's happened, a new job, a new place, a new being. Sometimes it's clear that it's time to mourn. But what is the time now? What is the call now? Who are we? And how are we supposed to be now? For some of us, we feel like it's time to take off the masks and just get back to normal. Why can't we walk down the street? Why can't we go out and eat? Why can't we go to sports? Why can't we do all of the things that we have been waiting to do? But we're told it's not the time for that. For some of us, we feel that the world is moving too quickly. We should stay inside longer. We should stay safe longer. We should stay away from people longer. It's too soon to be back in restaurants. It's too soon. We walk down the street and we see people taking what seem like unnecessary risks, and we see the numbers climbing in places where they have eased the restrictions on movement and the restrictions on socializing. And we say, it's not that time yet. We see the protests. We see the candlelight vigils. We see the people fighting for justice. And some of us want to say it's not that time yet. When is it time? When is it time for all of God's children to have a place in this world? When is it time for us to lay down our arms and to join together? When is it time for us to recognize that we are part of the problem? That our actions, that our way of life impacts other people's way of life and other people's actions. One of my favorite novels, favorite movies, is The Lord of the Rings. And Frodo speaks to Gandalf and says, I wish that I had not been born in a time like this. Boy, does that feel familiar. I wish that I was not here today. I wish that I was not a leader in this world. I want to be home and waiting for other people to tell me what to do. I wish. But Gandalf says, you wish, so do all people who were born into such a time as this. It's not ours to say when we're born. It's not ours to say what time in life we will live. What is ours, what is given to us, is what to do with the time we have. And so what do we do? What do we do in this world? Do we choose to behave in a way that protects others? Or is it a time for caring only for ourselves? Do we choose to live in a way that seeks justice for all of God's children? Or is it time to lock our doors and say, I take care of mine? Is it time to reach out beyond where we have been, to do beyond what we have done, to find the ways to connect and to build community? Or is it time to close those barriers, to lock those doors, to say, you are not me? We are in a unique time in history because we have been given the opportunity to start over. We have been given the chance to look at ourselves and say, this is how we are going to go forward. Think how much harder that is in normal life. To pick up and change course, to do things differently, to make a new way when everything is shaped around the old way. But we're not there. We are in this new and unique place. We have packed up all the stuff in our Sunday school rooms into boxes, washed down all the walls and the windows and the window treatments and the floors and the surfaces and the shelves. It's an empty canvas. Our Sunday school teachers can come back and can imagine everything new. They can decide what they want it to look like, what they want it to be. How are they going to shape that space uniquely to teach the children that are given to them to teach? What an amazing gift for the teachers, for the students. Perhaps the students will have a say. Perhaps the students will help to reshape that space. We've tossed and we've cleaned and we've reorganized. And we have this opportunity to say, going forward, who are we? What story will we tell the world about who we are and about who we follow? This is the time that has been given to us. This is the gift that has been given to us. What will we do with it? Will you pray with me? Oh, gracious and loving God, we are frightened and exhilarated by this time. We are fearful for our own lives. We are fearful for our communities. We are fearful for what will happen. But oh, we feel your breath upon us. Oh, we know how you love us. And we know that if we will only open ourselves, that you already have prepared the path before us, and that you will lead us into a new way of being your people here in this community and here in this realm. Speak to us now, gracious and loving God. Call us now. Let now be the time. Amen.